to St. Clair College and No Man's Land. We are underway with the playoff bracket, prize pool bracket, starting things off with, of course, my boys, Toronto Metropolitan University versus Davenport. Now, if you're wondering why we had a bit of a delay, because I am going to put them on blast here. We were about 20 seconds to going live, and they're like, both teams, like, yeah, let's queue a ranked game. Yeah, let's just queue a ranked game simultaneously. And so that's what they did. So we had to wait just a couple of minutes. No, we're not going to make them forfeit because, come on, who wants to lose MMR? But at the end of the day, we got a schedule to keep, okay? But we're underway with this match. I'm very excited.
I will say the one thing I'll give the credit, even though it shouldn't have started that ranked game, broadcast, I was grabbing a little bit of food, we're getting a drink or two, so I needed a couple extra minutes. But now that they're out of that ranked game, hopefully, listen, if one of these teams comes out now and doesn't look warmed up, I'm going to ask them what the hell was the point of that ranked game.
Listen, all I know is that both Davenport and TMU are sleep deprived, just like I am. So, we all had to travel. We all lost an hour of sleep thanks to daylight savings. So we're all just hanging in there, okay? Hanging by a thread. The boys, they got food, they had VOD review, and now we'll see it put to work here as we get into game one for our prize pool bracket between Toronto Metropolitan University and Davenport University.
Yeah, we are underway with the first semifinal matchup. No more CCA shenanigans. The Saints did end up winning the CCA Grand Final. Had to give one more shout out. We know they've been working so tirelessly to finally get that accolade, but enough about the Saints. We've seen enough of them today until later on. We got TMU versus Davenport. A little bit of back and forth to kick things off. Byra trying to get something started. Julian gonna try to kick it back the other way. Has a little bit of space to move. The little move, the twirl, the back tap, not gonna be found, but a great attempt to start things off.
Very good attempt, very good read on the rotation there, and just being able to find your space still. Julian gonna try again. Good amount of boost. This actually could lead into something. No backboard defense. Can anyone be there for the shot? Willie was going in for
picture-in-picture's working.
And look at that.
Let's
we
go.
even have the players on the screen. Absolute tier 1 production right now. So a minute into this game, all TMU so far with this offensive pressure. Shane barely getting a save. TMU will try again.
Yeah, as we get further along in this bracket, every single one of these teams is going to have gotten in that win column at some point. So the competition will continue to stiffen as this bracket plays out as we get closer to this grand final. So far, you can see how evenly matched these two teams are. A lot of back and forth. One or two chances aside for either one of these teams, but nothing super substantial, nothing of super note yet. But we got a lot of time and a lot of Rocket League to play.
Yeah, double command on the defensive side. I know one thing TMU is focusing on is communication on defensive halves. That's a great pass from Shane, and he scores. Davenport coming out early. This infield pass by Omen, fantastic.
Yeah, just beautiful work right on the tires of Shane. Bar down, actually hits, I think, 2 Davenport cars, not the crossbar. So they made a good read on the ball. They were just a couple pixels away from that one turning out the other way, but they will find that first goal on the board. Now TMU have to try to find some way to get back in this one.
Well, now TMU did lose 2-0 to Oakland earlier. We're keeping it relatively close in game 2. Of course, just once you get to a certain level, the tiers start to change. Shane with another one. I think that was just a misread off that back wall from the TMU side. This hurts, Krusty. Come on. If you weren't in the Gulf, you might get it. Because that car is small, so Davenport will take the 2-0 lead.
No, listen, they played ranked. They're warmed up. They're ready.
They're warmed up. Good.
Yeah. We got time for threes, right, guys? Well, not necessarily, but since you wanted to have it your way, now you're going to have to face the wrath of TMU. Play their own ranked game, but either way, they got the early 2-0 lead. However, we are now in best-of-5 territory, and that's going to be music to the ears. I was going to say that's music to TMU's ears. They luckily come away with a save, though.
Yeah, so you're going to have to reset. Actually, no, they're just going to give the possession to Byra. That's a pass over to Shane. Guys, you have to cut off those infield passes, because that's the 3rd time that's happened now, where we've seen Byra or Omen just giving it to Shane, just putting it in. I mean, sure, you know what? It's fine, but, like, you got to be able to put in that work and get the read. I get it. They're tired, but all it takes is just one. So, thankfully, they do have a full best-of-5 to work with here. They have a lot more time. It's not just a best-of-3, which can be so much more treacherous.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, being down 3-0 in game 1 of a best-of-3 is not hitting the panic button, but you're like, okay, like, we have a game and a half to kind of figure this thing out. But when you have that best-of-5, you maybe have a game or two to try to figure out how you want to play out this game. Now Julian trying to make contact off of Byra there. Willie gonna find the demo over onto Shane. Shane, he's already got a hat trick. It's barely halfway into the game, so maybe the member to target, although he was spoon-fed some pretty nifty passes from his teammates. Double demo there. Davenport trying to see if they can get control of this ball. Byra waiting in the wings here. Julian trying to make a play here.
Nice
the
sauce.
setup maybe. There's the top, the double touch. Not going to connect though. Davenport going to keep that 0 on the board.
The thing is that TMU's offense can get really creative just from players like Julian who are coming in, trying to, you know, wave dash to the ball or things like that to really kind of get the team going, create some chances. But, you know, it's the demos that kind of run the most effective plays at the moment for TMU. And while we want to just completely juke people out, it's just the 1 and 2 player. If they can get those demos in, really open up that defense, could create wonders. But Davenport, I mean, they're taking a relatively simple approach. They're just going for these infield passes and whatever works, basically. So this will be another one from Byra. Unfortunately, TMU not able to get that rotate in time. You can see Julian was going back, but it was too little, too late.
Yeah, the timing just not going to go Julian's way. Byra got a couple of assists earlier. Now going to find themselves in that goal column in Davenport. They're going to find themselves sooner or later, more than likely holding on to this 1-0 series lead. A little bit of time for TMU to start cooking right now, but they got to figure out even where the utensils are in the kitchen right now, because right now they haven't really been able to put together that much offense. A couple chances here and there, but Davenport has just absolutely been in control.
Yeah, it's a thing. We know that they can play a bit more effectively, but on defense and going against quick teams is what they're really struggling with. They did run some bot review, so they have a general kind of idea of how Davenport want to play. They know that they're really quick. They know they're just going to go for a bunch of different stuff. It's just trying to predict it and being prepared for it in positioning, in reaction, and everything in between. TMU, maybe we'll just need another game to kind of really work out those kinks. So we have 40 seconds left. TMU probably going to have to scratch this one off, try and move on to the next one.
Yeah, especially when it comes to trying to play that high-level defense, is trying to get the read on the opponent, and yeah, being able to create offense, you know, different creative ways, trying to find different ways to get people involved, different ways to put that ball on target. We're going to see that demo over onto Willie Mandem. TMU haven't really had too many bright spots to look forward to. You're going to be looking over to game 2. Omen trying to set something up across that midline. Byra there for the 50. Shane with the follow. Make it a 4-piece for the kid. 4 on the game. 4 in game 1. Shane taking over. And Davenport right now, I mean, 5-0 in game 1. Gotta feel good.
4 goals for Shane in the single game. I mean, I know TMU, they're probably just scratching this off. They're like, all right, boys, GG, go next. Talking about what they can do for the next one. Maybe Scarabs. We'll see. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. But hey, if they play better with it, you know, and if it makes their mental better, you know what? Maybe it is the secret sauce.
Well, a little dopamine hit when you see the Scarab on the field.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes you laugh, right? So it's like, all right, I'm in a good mood now.
Exactly. No, nice little comedy show one way or the other. TMU, nothing funny about this performance for them, though. I can't imagine there's going to be a whole lot of smiles besides the fact that they'd be having fun playing that game. Again, both these teams, they had that ranked warm-up game. Davenport looks like they got significantly warmer than did TMU, but we are in best-of-5 territory just as easily. TMU could get back. Hello to all the beautiful players. And the coach, I believe, as well, Colin. That's his name, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, don't want to misname anyone. But either way, Davenport, they're feeling good.
Yeah, now, you know, Julian laughing it up. Julian in the middle there. I think they're trying to figure out, okay, what can we do? What can we communicate with? You know, reassuring themselves. They tend to communicate a lot whenever they take a loss. And they're like, okay, like, what can we do to, like, actively fix? They're not toxic with each other. You know, it's just, like, regain mental. Let's get into it. Have a good time. You know, obviously these players, you can even see on their face, holy, they're tired. So we're going to get into game 2 here between TMU and Davenport. Davenport with a game lead. The boys wanting to get back into it from Toronto.
Yeah, looking for a nice quick start from TMU here. Maybe try to get up 1 or 2 goals. I mean, of course, ideal world, you always want to play with the lead, but try to get some early offense going. At least maybe try to play, you know, make Davenport respect your defense, respect your offense. Try to keep them on that back foot as long as you can. It looks like they're already trying to take that one deep into the zone. Not going to connect quite yet. Shane, though, going to be there to stop up that one. The tip is going to come through, though. Send that one back cross pitch. Now Omen. Next one to the ball. They're looking for that second touch, but Willie going to take that one down. Now Byra, both these members passing it back and forth, looking for the reset, not going to find the mark.
Yeah, good 50 from Julian, though. Keeps his team safe as well as prevent any danger. from occurring. So Willie trying to go for it.
Ooh.
Might get something there, but Shane will be able to rotate back in time to get the save. Willie being there once again. Krusty, you can see he's trying to play in that midfield to prevent any sort of overextension from Davenport and just keep him in check, keep him honest, go for demos when they need to. And Willie, Jesus, these wheels. Oh, man, why?
I didn't curse.
Cursed. Anyway, point being, Willie will be able to put another one on. Actually, he's going to go for the save here, and Shane will be able to get the save despite Willie's best efforts to disrupt that rotation.
Yeah.
Oh no, is this just...
Uh-oh.
It's still dangerous though. Krusty, he'll get there in time.
Yeah, nice little double commit, little help out there from the boys. They're gonna get rid of that one. Omen though, taking this one right back into the zone. Nice little pass. Gonna miss just wide of the mark there. TMU getting away with one there just a little bit maybe. Now they're gonna try to cycle this one back out. Try to get Krusty going, get some space in the air. No boost though, gonna be a little bit tricky to carry that one the length of the pitch. Byra not gonna be able to get there for that touch. Willie gets it in deep. Julian gonna find the demo, not able to find that second touch. So gonna give Davenport a second or two to get on those respawns. Try to get this ball going back the other way. Julian doing a really good job to hold the zone though.
Yeah, at the moment, I think these passes though, they're not really creating too many chances. We can see Krusty was playing a little bit wide, having a hard time trying to get some chances of his own. Willie will continue to be playing that offense, or excuse me, that defensive anchor for them since Krusty is taking a bit of a back seat. He's trying to find more presence in the offensive zone. You can see already Willie taking that one position. Krusty with the whiff. It's okay, boys. Just relax. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. You have plenty of time. No need to panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. I'm telling you not to panic.
Oh, can you smell the panic? Luckily, they're still in this tie game. It's only game 2. They got lots of time to work out the kinks. They're going to get a decent little shot here as Davenport TMU off that back foot fire. That is a fantastic challenge. That would have stopped a great chance the other way. But now it's going to end up back in that TMU zone where it has been for so long these first 2 games. Omen, second little touch, miscommunication there. One of those members was coming screaming in there like a bullet. Not going to find the mark. Byron trying to work something back. I mean, it looks like Davenport is just doing what they want with the ball right now.
Yeah, at the moment though, you can see Julian, he was definitely like over-aggressing in that midfield, trying to prevent any players from just continuing that offensive rotate onslaught. And so they've finally gotten themselves some room, gotten them out, able to collect some boost. But still, it's just these midfield challenges that hurt TMU so hard. If they can continue to get these good 50s and be able to create something for themselves. Willie, down pass, will go wide. Finally, we might see TMU create a chance for themselves.
Yeah, the one thing, definitely TMU, they played a much better second game. Game 1 kind of feels like one of those games. Once it's like 2-1 or 3-1 and it's very late in the game, it feels like, okay, this isn't our game, guys. This isn't our night. We have to regroup for game 2. They have come back in a big way. Bar down. No goal to be found. Krusty, though, is going to find the answer. Third shot of the game. One at the perfect time. TMU, they're going to strike up a lead with a minute and change left.
That's exactly what they needed. A cross-pitch pass. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy over to Willie to finish it up. But, it might have been Krusty. But either way, point being, every member was able to get involved. And I think that's the kind of speed and accuracy that we need. Okay, Krusty doing a good job at handling that defensive pressure. Is this just going to go in? Just as I compliment him on it, the demo comes through for Davenport. We once again have a tie game with a minute remaining.
Yeah, that's why Rocket League is so tricky. So often I feel like we see one team works the entire game to get a goal. They finally strike while the iron is hot, and immediately back the other way, Davenport. All it takes is a few moments after the kickoff.
Great.
A decent setup. Omen, though, great job to clear the zone there. Get Shane some time to get back.
Pass, though. Krusty. Careful that 50. So Julian and Krusty going to go for it. Duo coming through. Good 50 from Julian. Byra and Shane actually going for both the same boost, so it's not going to be as strong of an offensive approach. All right, had to rotate a bit more for his. At the moment, TMU looking to hold down the defensive line, not let any holes poke through. 30 seconds remaining. We might see their possession. Davenport going for the pinch. Willie coming all the way through. Shot on. TMU take the lead with 22.
Yeah, Davenport feeding TMU a gift there. That is a beautiful setup right onto the tires of Willie. Make no mistake about it. He's going to bury that one home for all the men. Dem back home. 2-1 lead for TMU. 22 seconds left to play to knot things up.
All right, now, however, it's important that you don't let this lead go by. We saw how quickly leads can go. You still have to play incredibly smart, play your 50s well, That is actually a great pass from Shane, so careful. Last 10 seconds. Hold that ball. Get that boost, Krusty. Get that boost. Keep the ball away. Let it touch the ground. Last challenge, Byra. Contested. Krusty will touch the ground. TMU tie up this series.
Yeah, I was expecting to see this kind of back and forth series. Game 1 kind of felt like an anomaly, more of a blip instead of a trend. We don't usually see TMU come out and kind of get dog walked like that for that entire 5-minute game. But now they come back in this game 2. They strike with vengeance. They're going to get right back in this series, and we're at least going to end up having a 4-game series.
Yeah, and it looks like they're really, even though they were tired, they're really talking themselves into it. They're really trying to get that energy, trying to muster everything they can, so that when they go home, they have that sweet, sweet prize money in their hands. So we have a tie series. It's a best of 3 now between Davenport and Toronto Metropolitan University. We'll see who comes out on top.
Yeah, getting things going here. Early a chance.
Oh,
my goodness, the pass is money. Byra, beautiful shot, but Julian locking things down on the goal line. Don't want to give up that early 1-0 lead. You want to try to save that one for later on. That is another good cross-court pass. Going to be taken out, though. Now Shane waiting once again. I mean, he's found the scoreboard 4 times already in this series. Might or may not have been all in one game, but he has found the back of the net, and the rest of TMU now trying to work off this back foot. Willie's going to make the save, try to get this ball kicked up toward the middle. That's going to be one cycle through. Davenport doing their best to just hold this line.
Yeah, at the moment, I think what's important is for TMU not to extend on the defensive side of things, not to go out of their reach, especially when they are boost starved. I think that's what Davenport is kind of going for, prevent any resources. But looks like TMU have collected, so Julian is just going to go Unga Bunga and challenge, which is great. But Byra, flip reset shot. It will be saved, however. We'd see Davenport, though, still cooking with ideas, and a 50 from Omen, nearly finding its way through. 350 remaining. TMU doing everything they can to stay alive.
Yeah, these two teams so back and forth. The shot off that right post. Shane is nose for the net, almost going to sniff out yet another goal. Now Byra playing on this back foot, trying to intercept Julian there.
At least, a lot of boost.
Yeah, gets a piece of it. That's going to be a lot of boost burned up, though. Omen, a little bit of a misread on that ball there. Potentially a chance for TMU. Byra as well.
What is happening?
And listen, I told you, when errors happen in Rocket League, they happen in bunches, and we almost see a goal back the other way, but Willie closes the door on that one.
Oh, what a good challenge from Julian to prevent that shot from occurring. And you can see how much Toronto is trying to adjust so that they're basically cutting off every single aerial infield pass that they possibly can, which is, 1, hard to do because you have to really be able to read it, but 2, it's hard mainly because it means that your defensive rotations have to be so tight and so you need to have so much trust in each other in terms of communication. So we'll see Julian. He's going to try and do something nasty with the pinch off the ground, but unfortunately angles it the wrong way.
Yeah, now we're going to see if they can get the breakout going. Oh my, so many people. A lot of whiffs in this last minute and a half, and I hope that doesn't come back to bite either one of these teams. Luckily hasn't so far yet in this series, but something to keep, though, whether it's nerves or just missed mechanics or either way. Krusty.
Over to Julian.
Oh, beautiful pass. The left post keeps it out, though. And now Krusty,
no
the second touch, Byra's going to keep it out. Krusty still hacking away at the goal line. Shane trying to get this pressure off. TMU, though, they are swarming.
Oh, so close. Julian just a pixel to the left, might have seen it. Byra down to Omen, nearly finding the pass, and I really love that vision from Davenport. We'll see how it goes again. Willie having to go up for the challenge, and he does. All 3 members of TMU will be collected, and they're going to be trying to collect some boost to get back in this game.
Yeah, Byra right now up this left wall, trying to keep that zone. Very, very careful. Julian, he's going to send that one down long to the corner. Puck's in deep, boys. Try to dump it in there. Cycle that thing around. Right, try to get a couple shots here.
I'm assuming fakes, I think. That felt a little weird. Julian tried to go for the boost, and then Krusty missed it. Julian might just have a free one, though, but Omen speeds to the ball.
No, I said pucks in deep like hockey. Yeah.
Oh.
You play hockey?
Oh, my God. What a save. Oh! That was actually, I swear, I don't know why Davenport waited so long, but it looks like Julian might have another, but no, it will be saved once again by Shane. The defense from Davenport on point, almost as strong as TMU's right now with how many shots they're just taking. It's just being thrown away.
Yeah, both of these teams are just firing on all cylinders right now, but the defense just keeps holding up, whether it's the 50s, the saves, getting this ball cycled out in rotation. Willie, nice little stop and go there, hits him with the hezzy, but Shane is going to end up with the ball. Pinches that's going to go backside. Yeah, could have went to the middle there, ends up going the other way. And Omen going to get a face full of, I believe, Julian there, trying to send this ball back the other way. Under 50 seconds to play. Overtime has been the theme of the day, so could potentially be looking at yet one more of those.
I really love how TMU is playing because they're trying to mitigate any advantage that Davenport might do in terms of they're going to go for aerials, they're going to go for really like heavy passing plays, and they're basically doing everything they can to mitigate that by bumping them out of the way in the air, going for aerial bumps, cutting them off in the passing lanes. Is this one going to go through? It will! Willie from the cross pitch and the assist from Krusty, being able to give TMU the lead with 24 seconds.
Yeah, beautiful job by TMU. Not a moment too soon. They just get one near the end of this game. Davenport, though, you've got some time to operate. If you can get something going off this kickoff, you might be in fantastic shape. The first touch, the second, the save comes through, though. Omen keeps the door closed. Willie, though, trying to see if he can put any more pressure on this Davenport squad. They're going to send that one way back to Krusty. He's got a lot of boost to play with. Loses the ball, though. Davenport starting to try to get this attack going, but that's going to be a damn good clearance from TMU.
Oh, nice!
And a 0-second goal for Julian.
We appreciate it. The team, or sorry, the opposing enemy bump, giving Julian that nice little right in the behind to get that goal. Fantastic stuff from TMU to take that 2-1 lead in the series. The boys, come on, boys! I want you to get hyped. Get in there! It sucks they can't hear me, honestly.
I know. If only we had a one-way communication way here, but either way, I'm sure they're feeling good. I feel like if we see them take this game 4 and win 3-1 fashion, we're definitely going to start to see that hype, those smiles, because, hey, they'll have a grand final spot booked against what will be the St. Clair-Oakland trilogy.
Or Oakland, yeah. So one of the two, which, you know, are our respective 1 and 2 seeds, somehow finding their way. And honestly, it's pretty much thanks to Davenport that we're not seeing them on opposing sides of the bracket right now, because of course Davenport University was able to get the win over St. Clair, preventing that, you know, Oakland versus St. Clair grand final, which I'm sure everyone wants to see again. But at the end of the day, you gotta beat who's in front of you for that good seeding. So doesn't go their way. Regardless, TMU looking to try and finish things off here in this game, in game 4 of this best of 5.
Yeah, Davenport, you got the 1-0 lead to open up the series, but now you have to dig deep and find some way to fight back. Willie going right down Main Street with this one. That's going to be taken away by Omen, though, holding down that net. But look at these TMU members still swarming. The confidence is beaming. You can see the change from game 1 when it was 5-1 or 5-0 to now the double touch, the dunk, the goal. Shane's going to find yet another one. I think he's got 5 in the series so far. 20 or rather 35 seconds in.
Yeah, something like that. But still, the infield pass from Byron to Shane, we've seen it before, we'll see it again. And the double tap as well. That was actually pretty sick nasty, so definitely clip that. But regardless, TMU will look to regain off it. You can tell they're trying to play a bit more intelligently right now. They have a read on what Davenport want to do, and now it's just the execution of it. You can see the communication is a bit better, and they're trying to just overall move a bit quicker. So Byra will take control. Omen looking for some demos as well. Julian, doesn't matter. The man just goes off, gets the save regardless, and the carry too. Flip reset over to Krusty, nearly gets it over Byra, and Davenport will try it again.
Yeah, ball gonna cycle once more. Willie, usually been that one to kind of start these outbreaks. Now it's gonna be that second touch over the net. Shane not able to corral that one. Now Julian seeing what he can get going the other way. He's gonna find the nose on that one. Byra, though, there to deflect that one away. Now gonna try to reposition here, try to get this ball out. TMU, though, refusing to relent on this offensive side. They are gonna have to back up to get some boost here. The pass over the middle. The shot is going to be wide of the mark. Looking for this second touch now. Julian there to play that one away. There for that second contest as well. Ball will escape the zone.
Shane is just so good at just receiving passes. The man's reactions and just overall communication is incredible. It's probably why he also benches 275 like me. So Omen will be able to get the strong clear and carry. Shane just almost going for it there regardless. Krusty getting the clear. Playing in with Julian. He needs to do something here. No boost, however. Julian backs off, trying to go for demos as well. Maybe steal some boost. Willie also going for it. 3 minutes remaining. It's a pass. Krusty shot just barely deflected by Shane.
Yeah, now Byra seeing if they can get a handle on the ball here, sending this pass cross side here. Omen waiting back toward this midline. Julian, first one there, gonna find that first little flick, trying to get the air carry, looking for the scoop. Not gonna be able to put that ball on target. Shane there to knock that one away. Now Byra up to the sky, seeing what they can get cooking. No boost though, running out of gas for the stove there, Julian. Now gonna play this one back toward mid. It's gonna be Shane once again, looking for the dunk, the double touch. Just can't get enough of it. Byra's there for the follow. Not gonna be able to, but as I say that, he actually does. Byra, oh my, I need player cams right now.
Show Julian right now. Show Julian, no. Put this man on, yeah, that's Julian. He's feeling it. He's feeling it. He's absolutely popping off right now. But still just under half a game remaining. 2 goals. Though honestly, this has been a relatively low score. Besides game 1, this has been a relatively low scoring affair. So still doable, I think, for both these teams. Krusty, Byra put in an awkward spot. Julian still in position. Oh, Julian just deleted from the sky.
Yeah, Omen taking Julian out of position mere moments later. And now Krusty trying to work up this goal line. Double demos, though. That net is completely free, but they don't have the rotations they're looking for. They couldn't catch that timing. And man, oh man, that was beautiful timing. Speaking of timing, Krusty trying to take it all his own back the other way. At least he's going to get that one toward the net. Create another chance here for Willie to try to get going. The reset, the fake. He's got no boost. Willie, you can't put it in with no boost. And now Davenport gonna clear this one back out again. A minute 30. TMU trying to avoid this game 5.
Bro, that would have been Willie's solo play of the year. But still, TMU falling behind, running out of time. Still, they are a game ahead, so if this goes to game 5, they have a chance for it. But you know what? My heart would appreciate avoiding that. So we just find a way to tie up this game. Krusty, it's going to be a 2v1. Krusty looking for that demo pressure. The squishy save doesn't matter. Krusty puts it through, and you get they're laughing. They're like, oh man, it's kind of close, guys.
Focus up. 2-1. 1 minute 9 seconds left. It was such a good play from Omen. Reads between 2 offenders, ends up getting a piece of the ball, but there's only so much you can do. You're only 1 man, you only have 4 tires. Now TMU.
Oh, that's in!
Oh my goodness.
That's in!
You don't need 67 seconds, you only need 2, and they're gonna even things up just like that. Now Davenport, you're gonna be reeling. You got a minute left to try to make heads or tails of what the hell just happened.
And you're gonna have to figure out what to do, because if you don't stop the momentum of TMU right now, they are going to run away with it. So just over a minute remaining. We have a tie game. Both of these teams wanting to make that grand final spot, which does increase that prize pool. Oh, but wow! Omen across the pitch says he's gonna do it himself. Doesn't matter, doesn't need Shane, doesn't need anyone. TMU are down now by 1. Yeah,
TMU getting posterized by Omen on top of the backboard, and that is gonna be that Davenport lead right back in tow. So we went from a fairly scoreless affair to 3 goals in under 30 seconds. I would not have it any other way with the way Rocket League is, but now TMU.
Oh, Krusty.
Wow, what a nice little back tap. That floater is gorgeous, but not gonna find the mark. 45 seconds left to play to try to figure out if you can come back if you're TMU.
Yeah, Willie, though, has plenty of ability. Krusty, they're feeling himself. Willie trying to do it himself. It's going to go off the backboard. Julian dive for it. Now they're going to have to rotate back. 30 seconds remaining. Krusty was able to collect that mid boost. Can you get it over Byra? Byra with a good 50. Julian is going to be there. Krusty needs to go for the demo, but doesn't get it. Willie will be forced all the way back. This will be TMU's last possession. He fakes over 1 defender, doesn't get the good 50 over the other, but still. Davenport, last remaining seconds. TMU need to find a way, and Julian!
Oh my goodness!
Save! But it will be the last possession. Doesn't matter. Davenport still going to take the win. And we go to a game 5.
Yeah, that was an insane play at the end of the game. I mean, that whole game was chock full of crazy plays, and no better way to end off this first semifinal matchup than going over to a game 5 in our first semifinal matchup here. Like we said, the winner of this series awaiting a date with either Oakland or St. Clair. We know both of these teams would love to go get a dub over either one of those squads. They can smell the prize pool. They can smell the glory of being the inaugural No Man's Land Rocket League champion, but comes down to first winning this game 5.
And with this Game 5, we know how much is at stake. That grand final spot is huge. Again, it allows increase in prize money and will be huge for the reputation of both of these institutions. So here we are, underway, Game 5, Toronto Metropolitan University versus Davenport University for the grand finals.
Yeah, Byron playing backside. Willie taking it himself. Almost going to find a goal there. Omen luckily there to close it down. Yeah, Julian trying to get some space here for this TMU squad to go operate. Byron going to send that one cross court. Going to be intercepted by Willie. Second touch there.
50.
Yeah, they can try to find the follow here. The touch off the backboard.
Oh my God,
down. It ends up in the net. I don't know how that ends up in, but Krusty, he doesn't know either.
Himself.
No one knows how that ends up in, but either way, TMU, you will take that one and you'll take it to go.
Listen, in Toronto, we say one thing. We take those to the bank every single time, and now TMU are in the lead. They will need to keep that lead, unlike that last game, because, well, actually, they weren't in last. Point being, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Still, it is a very, very tight game. Both these teams are so incredibly matched up in both skill and ability and teamwork, yet they play such different styles. And that's what's been so incredible about this matchup, is because they're both playing at a high level in different ways. Now, I'm sure, Spoods and the likes, they're just outside. They're having a great time enjoying these guys because, one, they're either thinking, wow, we're going to dunk on these guys. But two, it's just a really enjoying match to watch.
Yeah, I mean, this is just, typical good Rocket League. Oh, almost another Rule 1 there. So there is no honor amongst any players in this server today. And honestly, can't say I necessarily hate the idea. Selfishly would like to see a Rule 1. It's been, I think, over a year since I've got to see one. So got to try to get one back in there. But either way, neither one of these teams are worried about that Rule 1. Toronto Metro only worried about that one on the scoreboard. Willie taking down Omen. Krusty there to intercept that pass.
No, you need that boost.
Setup. Oh, wasn't able to get the play. Omen just getting there in time.
Okay, but Julian is going to get that boost. Byra's going to take control. Oh, Julian taken out of play. Byra going for the musty, maybe trying something else.
No way.
Ooh. TMU, the net's open. It hits the post, but Shane gets the rebound. And I think TMU, they're going to be kicking themselves over that one a bit. I think the defensive rotation, it was just a little bit awkward. Double commit, Julian just respawned, so it was a bit weird, but yeah, they still got it.
Timing is everything. Davenport striking while the iron's hot, like we said. Sometimes in Rocket League, you're going to have a 5-second window to punish, usually on the backside of a demo, a missed rotation. And if you're not able to make the most out of that timing, you might not find that same situation yet again the entire game. But, I mean, we've got a 1-1 Game 5 spot on the grand final on the line.
Oh, no!
And Shane off the top rope, going to dunk that one in. Sigh of relief on it. Even he's like, you know what? I'll take that one. Krusty, you got one like that. I'll take a little cheeky goal myself. Oh, no, not again. How many times today?
But still, 3 minutes remaining. TMU, they're nowhere near out of it. Double demo coming out right away. Julian gonna let off. Krusty leaving it to Willie. And still, the demos that are coming through, both of these teams so heavy on the demos. Julian needs to get there in time. The double commit from Davenport will make things dangerous for them. Willie collects the boost, goes off the ceiling. Krusty trying to make saves of it. 2v1 right now. Julian rushing for that boost. Julian cutting off that pass, trying to get the flip reset over the defender. Willie almost in position, just has to have a bit more time. Julian getting these bumps. We might see Krusty flying in, but still, Davenport, hold on.
Yeah, they are trying their best to hold on to this 1-goal lead. Grand finals berth on the line. We are down to the last 2 minutes of Game 5. Now Willie is going to be there to challenge that one, trying to set up Julian maybe, seeing if he can be the first one there. 50 going to go his way. Willie, he's got the ball, but he's got a defender in front of him. He's going to set up a second shot though. Yet again, the deflection from Omen just enough to deter that shot. Julian working away at the ceiling here. No boost. It doesn't look like trying to get that pinch. Isn't able to find that one. Davenport still holding on to this 1-goal lead, trying to increase it, but TMU staying strong.
I think at the moment, TMU need to focus on these offensive comms. It feels like there's like a lot of shots that are being taken, but they're not calming to each other in terms of whether or not they feel they're going to get them or get the passes, if at all. So at the moment, TMU, they're struggling. We're seeing them trying to kind of map out and work out their offensive scheme right now. The defense is fine. They're keeping Davenport under pressure, and they're keeping that midfield tight. But at the moment, actually, we're seeing a shift. Someone needs to get there. Shane will put it just wide.
Yeah, Byro, basically the one-man wrecking crew gets through 2 defenders, keeps that ball in the zone. And now ball will be cleared out back for TMU. Now we're getting down to that
Oh,
1
that's not a
minute
good
mark
touch.
in game 5. Julian, that one was up on a platform, going for the bump, but the follow gonna be too strong to block that one away. Willie still trying to work off that sidewall. That's gonna get cleared back into his zone though. And TMU, you gotta hit the go button right now. You found a couple of clutch goals already, but you're gonna have to dig deep and find at least one more because you got 50 seconds left depending to decide your fate.
Yeah, Krusty's awkward in rotation. We're seeing Shane, he's prepping. Omen having to rotate back. Julian and Willie collecting that mid boost. It's going to bounce off the back wall, but still TMU struggling to find that opening. Last few seconds of game 5 remaining. This is for the grand finals. Winner will move on. TMU have been at the edge every single time and point of the way. Julian with a long clear. Last possession coming through for TMU if they can get it. They need to load up on that boost now. Krusty will rotate back. No boost. Mid boost just spawns for them. Willie, it's going to be a shot attempt. It will go through. That will do it. Davenport will move on to the grand finals. TMU unfortunately will fall here, my boys. But they had a good run.
Yes.
I think overall they took some wins. Definitely, I think both these teams on any given day could beat each other.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, this series too, that game 1 from TMU, that 5-1, just felt like that wasn't really, not that it wasn't the game, but that's a game that you know they'd like to have back considering how the rest of this series has gone. Both these teams, like you said, quite literally coin flip every single game. They could easily see either one of these teams coming out on top, but Davenport will reign supreme today. I will say TMU, Willie did get the biggest dub of the day with that interview, so they're going to come away with a pretty big W nonetheless. Third place, still going to feel pretty good for you.
Yeah, I think third place is fine. You know, they're still walking away with $250, I believe. So they're going to be doing okay. I think, you know, maybe on a day where they're, you know, getting more and more sleep, as all of us would, we'll get to see them, you know, really kind of perform well. But honestly, this has been a pretty great journey across the board for TMU. They've been able to compete consistently well in opens and do more and more work against these top teams. So it's nice to see them. Unfortunately, they do fall here, but we have more ahead of us. Of course, we have up next for the 3rd time in a row, we have St. Clair, recently crowned CCA Open champions versus, of course, Oakland University to see who will make it and face Davenport in the grand finals. That'll be coming up in just a jiffy. We'll be right back. This is the Saints Gaming channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.